happy to help Father Jim, and I was like, wow, that is really cool. And I'm going to read another story of mine, which I love, and this is, you know, I'm going to do the I'm Jewish one day story. And then, here we go. Okay. My friend's mother passed away around the 4th of July. I attended his service. This was the first Jewish service that I ever been to, and I was intrigued by it. I didn't have a yarmulke on me and was greatly relieved that the chapel had yarmulkes that you could wear. I put mine on. It was a great service. I enjoyed the rabbi's sermon very much. It was about the beauty of his mother's life. I had known her and loved her. That whole day I felt as though I was Jewish. After the service ended, we were supposed to go back to my friend's house for Shiva, which I've never been to either. I just learned that Shiva means 7 in Hebrew, for the 7 days of mourning. I found that fascinating and began to sense the importance of the ancient rituals. As I left the chapel, I said to myself that I was going to be Jewish for that day. I enjoyed wearing the yarmulke, and I was going to keep it on the whole day. Now, I needed to pick some things up for the 4th of July from the famous German pork store in Huntington Station that everyone knows of. The pork store was crowded, and there was a 1-hour wait. I think everyone in the store must have wondered, what's a Jewish person doing in a pork store? Suddenly, this young man walks up to me. You and I are probably the only people of our kind in the store. Me, do I look Jewish to you? The man, yes, you're wearing a yarmulke. I told the man that I had come from a friend's mother's beautiful funeral service, and I decided I wanted to wear the yarmulke for the whole day and be Jewish. We chatted for the whole hour of the wait, and that made the time go much faster. The whole day was an honor and good. The service, the sermon, the pork store, my welcome, and my borrowed yarmulke. And what's fascinating about this, my friend lived across the street, and then his daughter just recently became friends with me on Facebook, and she took a picture of my chapter being Jewish for one day and posted it on my wall, which I thought was really very sweet. And now we're becoming best of friends, which is so very cool. One more story from Helen, absolutely. Okay. Does everybody like to buy pizza? I think I'm known in Huntington for eating at all the pizza stores, so everybody knows what. I gotta look where the shop is. 42, thank you. Who said that? Rosemary, thank you very much. Okay, buy one, get one free pizza. Now, who here can tell me what store that is here in Huntington? Little Vincent's, yes! In case you don't know where Little Vincent's is, they're just right across the street of New York Avenue. Okay, here goes the story. On a Saturday night, I'm at the famous pizza store, where everyone goes to here in Huntington because of the famous coupon, which everyone knows of. Buy one, get one pizza-free pie. I noticed this wealthy couple sitting down and happily eating their pizza. I talked to them, and I mentioned I had the coupon. Buy one, get one pizza pie for free. Husband to wife. Why don't we ever get to use that coupon? Wife. Because it's for takeouts only. Husband. But we could eat our pizza in the car. I love this story. Here's a wealthy couple eating in a simple pizza place on a Saturday night at the buy one, get one free pizza place. And they drive in a gleaming hybrid BMW SUV. I haven't seen this couple at the pizza store lately. I think I know where they're eating their pizza. Thank you for that.
Magnus, how long did it take you to write the book?
Well, Melissa, I started this book when the plane was in the Hudson River on that cold January Friday afternoon, and when everyone got out alive miraculously. And this happened just 3 years ago on January 15th. And I was overwhelmed with emotion, and I suddenly started to think, what if you can turn a bad situation into a good situation? And that was the catalyst of my, that got me going for my book. And from then on, it just took off, and I've been having a field day ever since. And that was just a pivotal moment in my career. Let's give a round of applause to the cradle. Who's got a, by my friend Joan Circle.
Magnus, what's next for you?
I'm going to do a kiddies book called 3 O'Clock and All's Well. And can anybody take a guess how many pages the 3 O'Clock kid book is going to be? This book's 83 pages. Anyone want to take a guess? 54. No, lower. Go. 41. Getting closer. Who's that? George?
33.
Close. We're getting there. Awesome. Who said that? Louise Farley. Thanks a lot. I always run into these people. Every time I'm in Huntington, I feel like we're a family. So it's like, this is what makes this great. Greg always says he wants to adopt me as his son. He'll feel sorry the day he did that. Oh. You know? Oh, do you have a question?
No, just waving to you.
Oh, right back. Oh, my friend Bobby Phillips.
Hey, Magnus, what's up?
What's happening? We saw Pat Buchanan.
I was going to ask you about that. Now, I want to find out if you're a hypocrite. Because Magnus came up to me in the gym one time years ago and said, we got to go to the Book Revue and heckle Pat Buchanan. I was giving a talk here. So remember, we met here, and we tried to get on his nerves and ask annoying questions.
But he was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cool about the thing.
So, turning it around, do you mind getting heckled at a greeting?
No, I'll kick you out of this place.
Pay for my cookies.
Hey, Dr. White. Now, Dr. White, he's famous in Lloyd Harbor because the Lloyd Harbor School has a playground named the Donald A. White Playground Field. And he was my principal a very long time ago in schools. And ask your question, my friend.
Is that Starbucks green tea that you're drinking?
It's Dr. White just asked me, is that Starbucks green tea? Now, the people who were in Israel will know that I was really depressed because, like, there were no Starbucks in Israel. And, and actually, Nicole, it is Starbucks, but it's the Stars and Bucks, and Claudia, I got a picture, Tony and Claudia, I got a picture of that, Stars and Bucks. They live in Garden City. They were my Garden City gang in Israel as I hung out with them. And welcome to Huntington. And no, I'm drinking green tea, and I drink green tea every single day. So they say it's healthy for you, but I'm not sure whether that's true or not. But yes, it is green tea, and it's Seattle Best. And then Vanessa, my pal who works over there, I always buy my teas from her. She's a great person. I need to sip something now. Any more questions? Lou?
Can you tell us something about your experience in Israel?
Well, the highlight of my trip in Israel, I mean, it was a I mean, look, these are my people in Israel who went with. Raise your hands off. They were on my trip in Israel, and they came out to see me. So I'm overwhelmed with emotion. We had a grand time on the trip. Actually, Israel was a very moving experience. And when you go to the places that you see in the Bible, it brings to life what you saw on words, but you don't see what you don't realize is what's going on. And there was one place where, I forgot where, there was only one place where the walkway where Jesus Christ was walking on is still in existence. And I broke the rule, it was roped off, and I walked on it, and I got a great shot with me walking on that. Under the steps. I got a picture of Tony there too. But of course the highlight was going, and we went to Lazarus' tomb, which was really spooky looking. We had to crawl through tunnels, and I was like, wow, he really did come alive. But then there was a camel named Michael, and you got to take rides on Michael. And Michael and I got a great shot. I was the only one who went on solo with Michael, and that was the highlight of the trip. And I think I got a chapter idea for Michael to be in my book. He was just a great guy. And the first time I ever rode a camel. Yeah, that's my friend.
What's your favorite part about being an author?
Can you repeat that question? I'm sorry.
What is your favorite part about being an author?
Is that Michael?
Right.
My favorite part about being an author? Being a celebrity, of course. I'm getting a wonderful, the town of Huntington was fabulous. I just recently was honored by the town of Huntington. And they, this is what Frank Patron was so wonderful. He opened up his town meeting and he goes, if you know him, you love him. If you don't know him, get to know him. I was like, whoa, Frank, that is so cool. I mean, I love Frank Patron dearly. He's a great person. And then I was deeply honored. The town gave me this wonderful proclamation here. And it was so beautiful. And I just want to read some of it. Look at how lovely this was. I mean, I didn't write this. Is the mic on?
No.
Mic on? I'm sorry. I need Nicole. I need Nicole. Am I doing a chapter on you in one of my books, Nicole? And I don't want to sound like I'm bragging or anything, but this thing is so beautifully written that I totally just want to read some of it to you. It goes, whereas Magnus Walsh is a lifelong resident of Lord Harbor, having graduated from Cold Spring Harbor High School and the State University of New York at Stony Brook. He is a volunteer in his church, loves to read, and actively patronizes the Cold Spring Harbor Library and Book Revue in Huntington. Bobby didn't believe that his store was in my proclamation. Whereas, in December 2011, Magnus published his first book, 5 O'Clock and All's Well, a series of vignettes describing the interactions with fellow Huntington residents and the insightful takeaways he offers to those personal experiences. And whereas, in the first week after his release from the book, it was so well received that Book Revue could barely keep it on its shelf. And whereas, Magnus' instant book success can be most definitely tied to the fact that he knows and loves an extraordinary number of people and is loved in return for his upbeat attitude and kindness to others. And whereas he has mastered the art of transforming a bad and ordinary day into a good day by maintaining at all times a good sense of humor and a proper perspective, even in the most difficult situation. And whereas many Huntingtonians, including, this is what I love, especially the town board, will benefit and delight in Magnus's lighthearted philosophies and positive approach to his people and situations. This is the ending when it goes, now. Therefore, we, the members of the town board of the town of Huntington, on behalf of the residents, do hereby and award this proclamation to Magnus Walsh for his outstanding accomplishment of his publication of 5 o'clock and all's well. I couldn't have written this better than the town of Huntington.